Hi everybody, I'm Mike, this is Budget Guns and Gear Reviews, and you are watching an excerpt from The Right of the People. If you want to find out how to watch an entire uncut episode, stick around to the end. But until then, maybe we'll learn something together. For those of you who are new to the show or who've never stuck around to the end, Self-Defense Shoutouts is not where I'm reveling in the death or injury of the bad guy. It is, in fact, where I'm reveling in the idea that the good guy had the means, method, and opportunity to defend themselves against someone who would harm them. If the bad guy dies, well, I'm not reveling in it, but it's a case of play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
You shouldn't have been a bad guy.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been a bad guy, right? This first is from Titusville, Florida. Titusville man who shot home intruders says they had his mom at gunpoint. 2 men shot and killed by a homeowner in a Titusville home invasion Thursday have been identified as Alvin Smalls and Amir Rashad Lynn, according to deputies. The Brevard County Sheriff's Office said Smalls, 20, of Titusville, and Lynn, 18, of Mims, broke into a home on West Court in Titusville and got into a fight with the residents. The 911 call from the victim revealed that he was asleep at the time of the break-in and was woken up by the intruders, who he said were holding his mother at gunpoint. They were trying to wake me up, he said in the call. They had my mom at gunpoint. I couldn't stop it. The victim told the 911 operator that the men had arrived to his home in their own vehicle. He said he shot both of them, killing the driver, Smalls, and injuring Lynn, who tried to leave on foot. One of them is dead, and the other one I shot once, he said. Smalls was found dead in the home, and Lynn collapsed outside, officials said. Lynn was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead, according to the deputies. The names of the victims have not been released. I'm glad that they have this phrased properly, with the victims being the people that had their home invaded and that were forced to defend themselves, and not putting the bad guys as the victims like so many newspaper articles do. So good for them. And finally, last but certainly not least, 1 dead in workplace shooting in Kingsport. Citizen who shot gunman hailed as hero by WCYB Digital Wednesday, February 13th, 2019. Kingsport, Tennessee. Sullivan County Sheriff Jeff Cassidy hailed the actions of a citizen who was legally carrying a weapon and shot a suspect in a domestic violence incident Wednesday at a Kingsport dentist office that left 1 person dead. Cassidy said that a woman who worked in the office of David A. Guy, DDS, was killed in the incident and that her husband was the shooter in the case. The suspect entered the office just after 9:30 a.m. when another person inside the office, who has not been identified but was a concealed carry permit holder, shot the suspect several times and kept the shooter at bay until officers arrived, the sheriff told News 5. So, there you have it. Who knows if this could have turned into something like happened in Aurora today, where the guy went on shooting people. If not for that concealed carry holder who had a weapon on him, had the ability to defend himself and others and prevent further harm. Had this thing in Aurora been under the same circumstances where there was another armed individual who could have immediately responded and put this guy down, there may have been less loss of life. We'll never know for sure, but we can absolutely say that the odds would have been better. Hi everybody, I'm Mike, this is Budget Guns and Gear Reviews, and I'd like to thank you for watching this excerpt from The Right of the People. If you like what you saw, please like, share, subscribe. If you really liked what you saw and would like to listen to the entire uncut episode, you can do that one of 3 ways. You can either be a patron on Patreon, a contributor on Gunstreamer, or a channel adopter on CocoScope. Thanks, and come on back. Maybe we'll learn something together.